Heyo everyone, this is the Happy Anime Cafe Manager here with another walkthrough episode for the game Fullmetal Alchemist and the Broken Angel. So after defeating the thugs at the train station, Ed and Al are gonna be stuck in town because of a derailment, and it's all Ed's fault. So, Armlima is looking for someone to teach her alchemy, and two, since the boys have nowhere else to stay, she's going to allow the L recruiters to stay at her house. Yeah, that's a brilliant idea. Daddy would welcome the two of you, I'm sure of it. Wait a minute. You'd be hard-pressing to find any better accommodations in this town than at my house. Come on, this way. What are you waiting for? Let's hurry up, let's go. Man, this girl is pushy. What do we do now? There isn't much we can do at this point. We probably couldn't get away from her even if we tried. You know, she just nagged us into a stupor. Edward, Alphonse, this way, come on! Al, I'm beginning to wonder if we'll ever get to Central. Brother, you just said a mouthful. So I finally cleared the stage. At New Heathgard Castle. Here we are. Make yourselves at home. At home? This isn't a home. This is more like a castle. Oh, that's what everybody says. You've got lots of room, so go ahead and pick it. Anyone you like. Armini's dad must be filthy rich. Tell me about it. Armini, is your dad a king or something along those lines? I told you, he's an alchemist, silly. He bought this old castle cheap and fixed it up himself. He's a pretty famous alchemist, too. Haven't you ever heard of Wilhelm Eiselstien? Wilhelm Eiselstien? See, I knew you guys would have heard of him if you were alchemists. Wait here, I'll go get Daddy. No, wait, did we hear her right, Al? So, this castle is Professor Eiselstien's house. And that brat is the professor's daughter? I thought he didn't have any other children besides Celine. This is bad. Real bad, Al. We can't let the professor see us. Come on, we've got to split now. Wait, Ed. I think it's time we face this like men. I mean, we've come across a lot of weird stuff recently. He might be able to give us some answers. I catch your drift, but he would tell our master about us for sure. Then maybe we'll just have to get our hands and knees and beg the professor not to tell her. Oh, like that. That would do any good. The hell with this. Beat, do your stuff. Look, too late for that, Ed. Huh? Armini's back with the professor. That's them, Daddy. Those guys are super talented alchemists too. Is that so? Armini told me about what happened. Allow me to thank you for your Hi. How do you do? You know what, Daddy? I've decided to learn alchemy from these two. Alchemy? Nonsense. How many times have I told you, you will not learn alchemy? I'm not asking you to teach me. I won't bother you, I promise, so please say it's okay, please. No, absolutely not. No alchemy for you. Why, Daddy? Why do you always say no? Why can't I learn alchemy? Because I said so, that's why. You wouldn't be able to put it to use anyway. It'd be a waste of time. But how would I know? No, without trying. I said no, and that is final. And you two are not to teach our alchemy. Is that clear? Daddy, you're so mean. You've been telling everyone in town the exact same thing, haven't you? Armin, Daddy has important matters to discuss with these two. I want you to go up to your room. Wait, Daddy, I'm not finished yet. Go to your room, Armin. Daddy, don't make me tell you 3 times. Alright, fine. Let me know when you 3 are done. I will. See you guys later, I guess. Well, this is a surprise. It's certainly been a long time. You're Zumi's disciple, Edward Elric, correct? So, you remember, a long time no see, Professor. Awfully harsh on her, aren't you? You're hardly one to dispense parenting advice, Edward. Who's this in the armor? Oh, I'm Alphonse, the younger one. Good to see you again, Professor. Alphonse, yes. Harmony told me what you... Well, I guess I should thank you first. You helped her out of danger twice, she says. Harmony seems to have taken a liking to you boys. But the friendship shall remain at that. You are not to teach her alchemy. You understand? Well, it's not like I was chomping at the bit to teach her. So that's fine by me. Well, why don't you want your daughter to learn it? Well, why don't you want your daughter learning any alchemy? She just doesn't have the talent. I know she'd only be disappointed. That's all. But talk about a surprise. I didn't know you had another daughter. Was she adopted? No, Harmony is. She's my biological daughter. So she's Celine's little sister. I guess she actually kind of looks like Celine in a way. Speaking of Celine, we found out about her at the church. I prefer not to speak about Celine. It hurts to remember. The pastor told us what he knew, but I bet there's a story you're not telling us. Well, I suppose you boys have an even better one. Edward, is that prosthetic left leg automail? And Alphonse, is there anyone inside that armor? What? How could you? I could tell by the sound of your footsteps. So, what did you attempt? Human transmutation, I assume. Yikes. He saw right through us. I knew he wasn't an ordinary old guy, but jeez. Professor, we'd appreciate it if you wouldn't tell our master. You mean Izumi doesn't know? Don't worry, I have no interest in your personal affairs. Hey, Professor, we heard a lot of rumors before we came here. Is it true you built this town? Hang on, I'm just checking the time code on my laptop. Oh, I still have time to get through this conversation. Hey, Professor, we heard a lot of rumors before we came here. Is it true you built this town? No. I did lead the efforts, but it was built by all of us who came as refugees from Isgard. But you put out a call for alchemists to gather here, correct? That's not true either. Those outlaws come here on their own and end up with nowhere to go. Some are criminals on the run, others are ex-state alchemists, Security is worsening by the day. We kind of passed through the old Keys Guard on the way here. It was a real mess. It's all because of the chimeras, isn't it? I wonder who could have made so many and why. I don't know. They just came out of nowhere one night. I'm delving into the matter myself. Say, boys, I hear you don't have a place to rest tonight. The trains won't be running for a little while. You're welcome to stay here in the meantime. Really? Thank you very much, Professor. I'll have someone show you to your room. Greta, Margot, are you here? Yes, sir. Did you call, Professor? Ah, you're both here. Very well. Allow me to make the introductions. This is my research assistant, Greta, and my secretary, Margot. This is Edward and Alphonse. They're both talented alchemists. Hello, pleased to meet you. How do you do? Margot, would you take these to one of the guest rooms? Oh, yes, of course. This way, please. I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to try to avoid sharing any spoilers later on in the game. So I like to call it a wrap for right now. There's still more conversations going on. So until next time, see ya.